Hello, I'm Czardus, and let's play City Skylines. Welcome back to Ludington. This will be episode 3 in the series, and today we are going to continue building the city as part of what I'm considering what was built during its first big boom, which would be the era from 1850 to 1870 when the railroads came to town. So what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and jump in here. And what I want to do is kind of rearrange a little bit over here, changing up what we've already decided for the districts. I want Rock River to actually be this area over here. So we're going to do this like that, and that's going to be that neighborhood because I want East Park to actually be down here, and we're going to take that back out and just move this like that. Then the space above the bluff is going to be a new neighborhood, which is the primary railroad station. So what we're going to call that is Union Station. And how it would have worked back in the original time, in the actual 19th century, is that the railroads would have come in. And you see, we have this rail that comes in this way. And that would have been maybe one railroad company, and then another rail coming this way would have been another one. Or they would have had like multiple different rails that come up this way. And that's just how it would have been. Now we're going to say that a little bit later they kind of consolidated and built a Union Station in here. So we're going to go ahead and just mark all of this off. And we're going to call this the Union Station area. Union Station. Now, clearly we can't build the railroad yet. We can't build it. We can't even do any public transit yet. But we're going to have to wait until... Where is it? Probably here, 11,000, I think. Yeah, train, 11,000 people before we can actually get the train in here. But we can reserve the land, and we can also come in here with our roads. We're going to continue this grid, an 8x8 grid coming this way. And that is not going to work out the way I want it to. So what we're going to do... We will have this one, because this is like the start. Actually, no, we're going to come down here, because this is the other survey point. We're going to come in like this. Should be 8. And then we'll get another one. See, this is not wanting to cooperate with me here, but let's get this here, and then we can go off of this road. So this is going to come down all the way to there, and then we're going to come back and we will get a road here and a road here, here. We're going to see how this goes when we get to the other established grid here. We may end up with a lot of intersections on this one road, and what we can do to kind of alleviate that is we can go like that. That will work. So these are going to come in here like this and then curve in. That one, yeah, we'll go like that. And then like that, and this one does not want to go that way. So what we'll do is we'll just curve it like that, and that is going to kind of make some things weird. And what we'll do then is we'll bring this in like this. There we go. And I think that'll work. So it's going to cause a little bit of weird stuff over here, but then down this way, we'll continue this all the way down. And then we'll get some weird roads on this side as well, I suppose. But what we can do, we can bring that all the way in. And we'll figure out the best way to do this. Also, I don't know how I got on this station, but if you've listened to my channel for a while, you know that I really, really enjoy the classical station. So I'm not quite sure how that worked out, but anyway, we'll get that in there. I'm not sure I like this. Maybe this is where we break the grid a little bit. These can come in like this, I suppose. I don't want too many interchange or intersections on Washington Avenue. And so that's why we're just getting these like that. And then over here, this is pretty good. And here, I mean, we could have this whole area can be the train station. That's what we'll do. There. Yeah. This area is reserved for the train station along with this area here. And then we'll come down this way. Take that back out. Okay. And then this can come down like that. Alright, and one thing we're going to do then is we're going to come in here with a fence and fence that off. Use this one here. So we're going to say that the railroad company owns this land here. And then we'll come off in this direction as well. Or maybe we'll just come down this way. This is all reserved for the train station. We just have it marked off like that. So what I'm thinking is we'll get the train station in here, and then we'll have track come off this way to join in the train station, and then come back this way. So then we'll bring this in that direction. That should be it for the train station. Alright, so then we just want to extend this grid a little bit more and get it in place. We can figure out what we're going to do here now. This is all just going to be kind of a hodgepodge there, bringing the two grids together. Which that's always one of the difficulties of working with a grid, is bringing it all together so that it looks pretty good. Go like that. Yeah, that works. I kind of like how that comes together. This one can't do that. And then here we'll come this way. Get a little bit of an angle there. And then this way. Alright, so now this episode so far we have spent almost 10 minutes just building these roads. But a big part of City Skylines is building roads. And that is why I usually don't feel bad when we spend a lot of time doing this sort of thing, because it's really laying out the plan for the city. We're going to come about halfway here. Actually, we're going to bring this in like that. I think that makes more sense. And then pretty soon we're going to have this grid all done. Now over here, we're going to turn this into a wider road as well. We'll actually bring it down this way. And what I could have done is I could have done that before doing the grid, but I kind of feel like this one wasn't planned to be this wide. And then it later was. Which, by the way, this road we're going to rename real quick. This is US Highway 39. And I want to know how far that goes. Yeah, that is good. So it kind of just ends here. But eventually we're going to extend that out to the highway. And I chose US Highway 39 because I don't believe there is actually a Highway 39. So it is a fictional highway. Which I thought was kind of interesting when I was doing a little bit of research here. I never knew that that was the case. This road doesn't quite want to come in so well here. So I want these roads to go and join that avenue. Like that. Then this one, I don't really like that, but we'll keep it like that, I guess. Here we'll just cut that off. Okay, so then this goes all the way down like that. We have a little bit of a different gap in there because there's a hill over here. But this is going to come over like that. And we'll leave that as well. So then here we have West Park coming in. I think we could go one more block here and come down this way. And then we'll join that there. Yeah, I like this. It's a very grid-like structure here. But I think it's going to work out well, and we'll end the grid there, and West Park, yep, goes down there. Excellent. So then we're just going to bring this out like that. Although here we have West Park, okay. This can come over this way. And get these blocks in here right up against the park. Like that. Okay, that will work. Now we can come back and add some more people, but we have unemployment is 24%, so we actually need more jobs first. And what I'm thinking is we'll get some more industry over here because we're building based on the era of 1850 to 1870, so the railroads would be coming in. We'd get some initial factories, some very early stuff, or just deliveries of things and stuff like that. So what I want to do is we're going to extend this grid out this way. Bring this all the way over, and then we can get these streets in. Autosave, coffee time. Like that, and then we'll get this in here. We'll get this here. Okay, so now over here, what we're going to need to do is look at the terrain, and we're going to bring a rail line in this way. So, I mean, the passenger line comes out that way, and then what we're going to do is we're going to pick a road here, although we can't really do that because we don't really have too many options there. I don't want to spend the expensive roads to do this. Instead, let's pick a path that we are not likely to use. Yeah, those are all the same price. Okay, so this is going to be our fictional rail line. We're going to get our topographic lines here. So this line is going to come out this way for the train station, and then we're going to get another one coming this way, coming back in. So that's the train passenger line coming back into here. And then, see, the problem is it's going to be a pretty tight squeeze to get this in like this. And what we'll do, I think we'll come alongside here for a little bit. Probably come along this way as well. But then the problem will be that passenger line. So this is going to be the freight. Passenger line is actually up a little bit as well. We have a hill here. Let's take this hill out, which is going to cost us a little bit of money. But the railroad would have done this. Okay, so that hill should be gone. And then this path, maybe what we do is we bring this further down as well. So they rejoin just temporarily. Yeah, that'll work. So this is the passenger line here. And it comes down like this and rejoins there. Okay, so now we have some of that planned. We can come in here with our road again. So we're going to get a freight terminal in here. Turn snapping back on. So then that's going to come like that. I'm going to bring this over just a little bit more here. Like that. We'll leave this space open for the rail terminal, and we're going to bring this down like that just a little bit further. So we're going to bring this fence over this way now. In fact, this can come down like that actually. We're going to reserve all of that for the rail, and then we'll come in here as well and reserve this side for the rail. Although there we get to the hill, and we don't need to be... So maybe all of the rail... Well, what we'll do, I want to have a couple side traps, because I think that adds to some realism as well. So this is all reserved for rail. Okay. So that makes that a little bit easier. We can come in here, and what I'm planning then is that we're going to have some industry back in here. Same grid style of 8x8 squares through here, but kind of centered around this little bit of freight. So we're going to come down this way, like that, and that did not come out the way I wanted it to. See, now I want this to be, I don't like that node there, but I don't have move it, so I can't really fix the node. We'll just do that. And then we'll get a little bit more out this way. Bring it up in this direction because we have the space now. Right here. And we'll just leave it there for now. Like that. And then come back in here. bring those like that. Now, we can get some zoning in. The trouble is going to be getting power out here. So we're going to bring power along this way. And then over this way. And we'll just bring it across like that for now. And then we need water here. Bring this down this way. Like that. And we need more. We need another water tower, and we are actually almost out of money. So let's speed up a little bit here. Water tower is going to be 3,500. Actually, I think we have water here. We can get a few blocks of industry in. That will fill in, and then we'll get kind of like over here. And then we can get, I mean, we're going to be pretty close to commerce as well, which will be good. Which we can actually add some more of that in here. Definitely want to have commerce over here because we're going to have the train station over in that area. So long term, that should stay commerce. But yeah, we need a water tower. We can get the water tower over here, kind of on the railroad's property, I think. And then just connect there. That should solve our water issue. Very good. Now we will also need to add a little bit more in terms of a pipe in this direction. So let's go ahead and connect that here. Come all the way down here, and that could, or should, fill in most of what we have here. So now we can come back and get a lot more industry in here. Like that, and that should fill in pretty quick and get that unemployment rate back down. Early in a city like this, the unemployment rate kind of fluctuates, but we are actually going to leave it there today. So today we really kind of extended this grid out and planned more of what the city would look like. And that is where we're going to leave it. So I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you didn't, well, that is too bad. But either way, I had a great time. I hope you did as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.